In the meantime, a new plan to create a national license plate database. It would allow immigration agents to snap a photo of a license plate and see if they get a hit. The proposal stirring privacy concerns, and our chief intelligence correspondent, Catherine Harris, is tracking that down today. Hello, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Bill, and good afternoon. This program first came to light after a notice was posted seeking a government contractor to build a license plate recognition database for Homeland Security and one of its divisions for border and immigration issues. The automated technology was developed to help identify and track stolen cars and vehicles associated with felony offenses. The cameras simply take a photo of the vehicle plate and turn that image into data that can be stored indefinitely, according to the ACLU, who says the Homeland Security program is being developed in secret.
The DHS program has been developed under the radar. We know, incidentally, through a purchasing request, that DHS is intending to use these devices, but the public doesn't have any information on, for example, what privacy protections are going to be put in place, what DHS agents are going to be able to access this.
Critics also say the camera systems, which are more widespread in Europe, London, England, is often described as one of the most photographed cities on the planet. You see it here, being used in smaller municipalities in the United States for two reasons. The technology is getting cheaper by the day, and the federal government is subsidizing this technology. In a statement from Immigration and Customs Enforcement, a division of Homeland Security, a spokeswoman said the department, quote, is exploring the ability to obtain access to a national license plate recognition database, allowing officers and agents to identify subjects of ongoing criminal investigations. The database could only be accessed in conjunction with ongoing criminal investigations. But critics of the license plate database say it could be used in conjunction with other databases like the controversial phone records program known as 215. And this really creates a very fulsome picture of you, your routine, and your circle of contacts, Bill.
Catherine, thank you. We'll watch it. Catherine Harris on that out of Washington. Heather has more now.
Boy,
Heather.
Raising a lot of eyebrows indeed. Well, for more on this, let's bring in Judge Napolitano, Fox News' senior judicial analyst. Judge, this is a done deal?
Apparently, this is a done deal. And do you remember the great debate on the floor of the House of Representatives and the floor of the Senate over this? If you don't remember it, don't feel bad.
Because it didn't happen.
Correct.
Yeah. So how did this get in there?
This is another example of presidential overreaching, Heather. The same president who directed the NSA to engage in all spying all the time has now directed the Department of Homeland Security to take pictures of every license plate in the United States of America in certain select cities. They don't have the technology to put it everywhere yet, no matter who you are and no matter how innocent your driving may be.
Yeah, you're not the only one who's concerned about this. The ACLU is objecting to it, and they say, I want to put this up on the screen, the knowledge that one is subject to constant monitoring can chill the exercise of our cherished rights to free speech and association. They went on to say, if not properly secured, license plate reader databases open the door to abusive tracking and so on and so on.
Well, I fully agree with them. There's a couple of arguments here. One is a watched society, a listened to society, a monitored society is afraid to be itself. And a generation of young people will come up, your children, never knowing what privacy is. The constitutional argument is a little bit more subtle. The Constitution imposes on law enforcement a bar they have to jump over before they can start investigating anybody for anything. That bar is called articulable suspicion. What is that person doing wrong? If the answer is nothing, then you can't start investigating them. You can't take a picture of them, you can't monitor them, and you can't track their movements. This procedure, never authorized by the Congress, imposed by the dictatorial instincts of the president himself, will monitor every move we make.
What kind of protections could be put in place now that this thing's a done deal?
None.
None?
None, because governmental power expands by nature. You put this information in the hands of Homeland Security, they'll combine it with what the NSA knows, and they'll know everything they need to know about us.
Now, Homeland Security says that it won't hold on to the information, that it'll actually be held on and stored by a private company. Do you feel better or worse given that answer?
I don't know what the standards would be for Homeland Security to get it from the private company. If the standards are probable cause of crime, it'd be very difficult for them to get it. But the private company and Homeland Security shouldn't be photographing us in the first place. We should not be wondering and worrying when we're in the streets who's got the federal camera that's taking pictures of us.
But, you know, Judge, we got to go on this. But on the other hand, we're on camera everywhere. The gas station, the grocery store, you name it, on the street. So
we can avoid the gas station and we can avoid the grocery store. We can't avoid the government.
Not the highways. Good point. Judge Napolitano, always great to talk with you.